Hi, welcome to the Book Angle, where we talk about books from different angles and sometimes go in circles. I'm Anna, and this is Sabrina. And obviously, we are 3 hours apart from each other today, so we are virtually filming. And this particular video has been.
Highly anticipated. Highly anticipated.
Yeah, because this is our third or fourth attempt at this particular topic because we kept having technical difficulties because being online sucks.
Yeah, it's the universe saying that we need to hang out more.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Today we're going to be playing a game called Bop or Flop. Sabrina, would you like to explain?
Yes. So Bop or Flop is something that I did when I was still in the classroom. And it's a game where basically you put up, it's kind of like Would You Rather, but you typically play it with music. So you'll play a snippet of a song. And then if students liked it, we would say, oh, that's a bop. And if they didn't like it, they would say, that's a flop. So we're going to do the bookish version of it because we talk about books here, but it's a really awesome game that you could use in your classroom if you're in a classroom. So we have certain rules and regulations for this game because in all of our attempts of recording, we realized that we needed some guidance and some guidelines. So, as I just said, there will be certain tropes on the screen or just bookish ideas. And if we like it, we're going to be like, yay, bop. If we dislike it, we'll be like, flop. And we haven't talked about it ahead of time. So, we're going to get each other's full reactions here in real time. But something that we've added is that we get rant sessions. So if there is a certain trope where we just like, we have to give our 2 cents, like you just have to know why we like it or why we dislike it. Um, we can have 30 seconds to rant. But here's the thing, since we haven't talked about it ahead of time, one of those rant sessions, and I just sprung this up on Anna like 0.2 seconds ago, but one of these rant sessions we can demand of someone else. So if Anna says something is a flop, and I'm like, no way, homegirl, like you need to explain this. I'm stealing your rant card. Then she has to explain her reasoning. The other player is also not allowed to interrupt during the rant session, except for like menial things like I agree or you're wrong. You're allowed to say you're wrong, but that's it. So Anna, do you agree to these new rules?
Yeah, I think before, despite our technical difficulties, we like to go in circles. We like to talk about things, and we like to talk about things from different perspective, which means that the last time we recorded this, it was
It was
over
an
30
hour.
minutes.
No, I think it was an hour, and then our video didn't work.
Oh,
The
yeah, that's
audio didn't
right.
work.
Yeah, so this is not going to be that long at all. Do not worry. um, we are going to be succinct. And also, if you want to tell us your answers to these bops or flops, there will be a Google form in the description where you can fill out anonymously what you would have responded. So we will probably look at that data in the future just to see where everybody else landed. I think that's really fun and interesting.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm
Okay.
excited.
All right. Bop or flop?
Ooh.
Evil stepmother. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I can't explain it. Okay, that's fine. No explanations. Or do you want to explanation?
No, I think it's overdone. That's my explanation.
Can't have them. Okay. Oof. Okay. Fated mates or lovers. 3, 2, 1. I'm using my rant card.
Okay, go.
I'm the chatty one. Okay, let me start my timer. Okay, I feel like this is a very inefficient way in order to have someone fall in love. I feel like we need to do things the old-fashioned way where they bump into each other at a grocery store. It just needs to have some issues. Fated mates makes it too easy. It can be lazy. Oh my gosh, I have 15 seconds yet. And I just am not a huge fan. I know that it's done in books a lot, but I feel like there are better ways to have characters fall in love that are far more interesting. And sometimes it's just downright creepy, and I am just not a fan. Whew. 2 seconds remaining.
30 seconds goes by fast.
I know. It's just I'm like practicing my like voiceovers for reels. Anyway, do you need to rant or do you
No, I
agree?
agree with you.
Okay.
Hmm.
3, 2, 1. The generous rich person.
Uh, I can't think of an example of this.
Am I starting your timer?
Well,
Go.
I don't have a rant. I just don't know this trope well enough to feel like it's a bop or a flop.
But haven't you read these books where it's like someone is struggling, they're living on the side of the street, someone ends up coming over and is like, let me find a new home for you and let me take care of you. It's like the knight in shining armor.
It sounds very Charles Dickens. Um, that's like, which honestly, people in his book weren't very generous. But I don't know. I think I need a good example of a book that does it well or does it badly.
I will find you one. I don't know if that was a rant session, but the 30-second timer went off anyway.
Cool. Moving
Okay,
on.
moving on. Secret or lost heir. Oh, okay.
Okay. Cool. We're on the same
Nothing to
page.
say. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to explain.
Yeah.
Bop or flop. Star-crossed lovers. 3, 2, 1.
Set flop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I don't actually. I'm saving my my rants because I'm like, I don't love it, but I don't absolutely hate it. It's just, it's not my favorite thing.
um, 3, 2, 1.
That's not a decision.
But it does depend. Do you need to rant?
No, I don't need a rant. I just, yeah, I think it's
Are,
interesting.
are you wanting me to rant? No.
No, because you don't seem to have a decisive answer.
It depends on the book. It
Yeah.
just depends. A character getting corrupted by dark magic. 3, 2, 1. I was. It depends. I think a bop. I've
Okay.
seen it done well.
I'll go. I'll do my rant for this one.
Okay, rant, go.
Okay, so I don't mind characters getting corrupted by greed or like ambition, that kind of thing. When it is the magic itself that corrupts them, it feels like their agency is taken away and it's really not them being corrupted. It's just someone else mind controlling them, and I don't like that for them. And so it gives me weird feelings about the character's choices, and I just feel like if they're going to be corrupted, give them a good motive and don't just make them corrupted because they like or like drank a weird potion or something, like touched a dark object. That's my thoughts.
That's fair.
Cool.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Attending a magic school or academy. I I have. Okay. And this is more of an explanation rather than a rant. I'm starting my timer.
Cool.
Okay. So it's not that it's always been a flop. I feel like there are times where I feel like it's done really well, where the school or academy almost becomes a part of the story. It's almost like its own character. But now it's been done so much that every single school is the same way. Every single school has some sort of house. They have a point scoring system. There's always a mean girl, a mean boy, or mean person. And it's just some sort of like issues, and I feel like the magic isn't very well defined. I feel like the building isn't well defined, and there's always something down that's bad to happen there, and it's just not actually that exciting or good anymore.
There is a book series by Naomi Novik that I am blanking on the name of. I will put it somewhere on the screen when I remember it. But Naomi Novik, Deadly Graduate, something like that. And it does it very differently, where the school building itself is a very dangerous place to live, and a lot of students die because like monsters basically roam the halls and kill people all the time. So that made it way more interesting to me.
That would be interesting.
But
Yeah, it used to be a bop, and now it's a flop. So that's my rant.
okay, yeah, I
Okay.
agree with you most of the way.
Time travel or secret portals? Three, two, one. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it can be really interesting. Obviously, every trope, I feel like I need to clarify, every trope could be done horribly, but it could also, like, when you take a unique spin on it, it can be done really well, and I feel like this has a lot of opportunities.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. Three, two, one. It has to be in between. Do you want to talk about it?
No, this one is just my okay, no, I will rant about this. Okay, so enemies to lovers I feel like is marketed poorly, and a lot of times people call a book enemies to lovers when it's really not, and it's more like acquaintances to lovers, and they really never truly were enemies. I like when they're truly enemies because there seems to be a connection there, and hate is very close to love, and so it's a natural progression in a way, where because you have to really know somebody to hate them, right, to truly hate them and be their enemy. So to flip that over to love is it's pretty close, and I feel like it's easier to believe.
You did pretty good on that one. Okay, you got the beep beep on time.
Cool.
I agree. Mostly, I feel like it's overdone. But yes.
I know what your answer to this one is.
I know. I've already used all my rants. Haven't I?
I think you've done two. I don't know. We're not very good at counting.
Ugh.
We're not math
Okay.
majors. We're English majors.
I don't know if I want to rant, but I'll just put it up here.
Yep.
I have lots of opinions, though. Okay, if we have time at the end. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ready?
The bad boy romance trope. Three, two, one. No.
No.
just, just no.
I
Give
married
me.
a golden retriever boy. Like, if that tells you anything, my husband is major golden retriever energy. Uh,
Yeah. I mean, I guess my husband actually wasn't. He drove his zippy red car and would speed on all the country roads and just like, but
so maybe his
he's
driving habits weren't the best, but like Blake is not a bad boy. Sorry, Blake.
no. It was like one of those things where it was like he was fronting. He had bad boy vibes without bad boy actions.
That's not
So
bad. That's good though.
yeah.
hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. I had to think about my answer. It's
Okay.
hard to not elaborate on my answer.
Yeah, I know, but that
Okay.
was what made us go forever last
I
time.
know, I know, I know. So three, two, one, it's a flop most of the time.
Okay. Okay.
Most of the time. Not all the time. It has it depends. Actually, I feel like I take it back though, because I love Harry Potter. I take it back. It's a bop when it's done well. Ooh, three, two, one. Evil or corrupt governments or corporations. Bop. 1984, am I right? Best friends to lovers. Three, two, one.
I can't see what you're holding up.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to say bop because that was my story. Like that's how my husband and I got together. Uh
I appreciate how real it is.
yeah.
Like, I feel like it is more real than most romance books.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just explain. The prophecy driven plots, I actually feel like I like this one. Three, two, one flop. Yeah. I think they tend to go hand in hand, and that's why I don't like them.
Mm.
And
I
that's where I'm like, mm-mm.
I going back to the prophecy one, not a rant, just a side note. I really like prophecies where they've been misinterpreted.
Mm. That's fair. But if it's a prophecy coupled with this, I typically don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I still ranted. I am breaking my own rules and regulations. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Bop or flop? Morally gray protagonists. Bop.
Yep.
Yeah, they're great. I also feel like this might be our last one. Oh, yep.
Oh, okay.
So we'll both take 30 seconds. Why do you like them?
Because I feel like they're very nuanced and it creates an automatic sense of depth to a character if we can understand why they're morally gray, why they're maybe making these questionable choices. Then it is like, okay, I can kind of get behind your motivations. Or it also creates flawed characters who can be really interesting as well. I just don't like goody two shoes who seem to make good decisions all of the time, because that's just not how people work. People are flawed.
I don't feel like I have much more to add. That was pretty good. Yeah, I just feel like they're a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
I, yeah, yeah. Well, that was fun. We didn't argue as much as I was expecting. Good job.
I
Well, not
didn't
that
think
we
we would
argue,
argue, but
but I was feeling like there was going to be a one. I didn't have to steal your rant card.
yeah.
Well, maybe next time. Maybe when people give us more suggestions for bops and flops, we'll have more stuff to argue about. But yeah.
So fill out the Google form. Tell us how you would have responded. I'm really curious to see those results. You can also, once you fill out the form, you'll be able to see how everyone else answered it. So you can be like, oh, 50% were tied here. But we'll eventually go over those results once we have them in. And yeah, leave a comment below, subscribe,
All
all
that
the fun
jazz.
stuff. Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.